Hello, welcome to ChapterSkip. I'm Joe.
I'm Mark.
And I'm Shaun, and we're doing movie reviews with a twist.
And today we're going to take a look at the remake of Evil Dead. As most of us have come to the conclusion, remakes are terrible. And in fact, the only one in recent memory that springs to mind as being any good was Alexander Adja's version of The Hills of Eyes. So that means we've had one good remake in the past 7 years. I think it's about time we had another good remake.
Now, if you see our trailer review for Evil Dead, you will understand that we was really excited for this when it was released.
Yeah, so we all got together and we watched the original movie the night before. And as there was some positive buzz surrounding the new movie, we went on our merry way with high expectations.
Yeah, I was in a surprisingly good mood about our cinema trip this time. Joe, Shaun, you know what day it is today?
What?
Evil Dead Day!
Yes! Well then, Matt, you don't like remakes.
Oh, the trailer looked awesome though. Come on boys, let's go! Let's go.
Now let's start off with the highlights of the movie.
Yeah, first off, the gore effects look fantastic. And the gore hounds out there are really going to enjoy the gallons of blood that gush out throughout the movie. And the great practical effects, that's some really clever things going on.
Yeah, there were some things that were in the Red Band trailer, like the tongue split and the needle being pulled from the eye and some other ones which I'm not going to give away. And they all looked really, really good.
Even though this is technically a remake, they still put a new spin on the story, as well as adding a few points of reference for the hardcore fans of the franchise.
However, they did a lot wrong too.
Yeah, the characters were bland, and once again we get a film in which I really couldn't care less on who lived or who died.
Yeah, these days, as usual, Hollywood do not care about the characters, it seems.
Yeah, it does seem that way. I mean, if you're not going to give us any time to get to know the characters, then at least give them an interesting character trait or some kind of personality.
Yeah, instead of just a junkie, her brother, a nurse, a blonde chick, and an idiot who picks up a book, wrapped in barbed wire, bound in human skin, with words written in blood saying, "Leave this book alone," and "Don't say it, don't write it, don't hear it," and then does the exact bloody opposite. What an idiot!
This movie is a good lesson in how marketing can help your film.
Yeah, the trailer looked great, the initial reviews were positive, and of course it's claimed that it's the most terrifying film you will ever see.
Yeah, about that. I think a more honest and accurate description would be the goriest but most generic and slightly bland film that will crush your childhood memories that you'll ever see.
So once again we get another disappointing remake.
Yeah, its only real redeeming feature was the really good gore effects, most of which we've already seen in the Red Band trailer. So the only other thing that really made it stand out was a nice little bit after the credits, although to be fair that would have been better if it had been used in the actual movie instead of tacked on at the end.
That was alright, wasn't it?
Don't. Just don't. I've had enough. I am done with remakes. Sorry guys, I got...
Hey guys, I've just seen they just posted a brand new trailer for the Carrie remake.
I don't want to see it anymore. I've had enough.
What's wrong with you guys? I thought it looked alright. Now I'm probably going to get a bit of slack from the Evil Dead fanboys, but I didn't have a problem with this movie. As we mentioned earlier, we all watched the original and then watched this version, but last night was the first time I'd actually seen the original. I do think that this might be the reason I didn't mind the remake. I wasn't so attached to the original like the hardcore fans are. And with regards to seeing this in the cinema, I'm going to give it a yes. This movie is for all horror fans, a small percentage of Evil Dead fans, and for the average cinema goer, who doesn't mind a little bit of gore, puke, and severed limbs.
This movie done the original no justice. It seems it's another Hollywood cash cow to rake the money in because they can't come up with their own ideas. The plot was silly and it didn't work like the classic did. I mean, why take a junkie out into the woods? Why not just put her in rehab? However, I love the gore effects, but overall the film fell flat. Stick to the original, guys.
As I sat there watching the film and realised just how much I wasn't enjoying it, I did suffer from some self-doubt, as I thought, is it me? Am I really the grumpy one? Have I reached a point in my life where middle age has sucked all the enjoyment from me and I'm never really going to enjoy a film again? But then I had a look round at the other members of the audience and realised that the majority of them appeared to be Evil Dead fans. And one by one you could slowly see their souls disappearing as they watched the mediocrity that was unfolding on the screen before them. For me it was a bit sad that Sam Raimi, Bruce Campbell and Rob Tapert put their names to this, as it had no personality and was so disappointing. And to make it worse, they're already planning on a sequel to the movie, and a sequel to Army of Darkness 2, which originally would have been quite a cool idea, but they want to then tie it into this version. When they just do that in the first place? All that really needed to be done was, instead of having this as a remake, which it clearly is, why didn't they just make it as a kind of unofficial sequel, so it kept the same sort of quirky feel of the originals, but also had its own identity, and then, as the film drew to its conclusion, Ash turns up for the final climactic battle and saves the day once more. That would have worked. That would have been groovy. This wasn't. I don't know why they couldn't keep that sort of tongue-in-cheek quirky cheesiness that it had in the original film.
Yeah, I like that whole scene with the defibrillator. It seemed like it probably would have fit better in the original film. Thought it was alright. I can't imagine that a lot of the hardcore Evil Dead fans will like it.
I did see a couple of people, you know, leaning over, having a little yawn. Some people felt a bit bored, but you know, it's just the way it is.
Made me a bit tired, you know.
Cheers, Mark.
Look at his giant corpse.
I thought I was gonna have to batter him with this. Get the door, let's get rid of him.
Yeah, right.
Grab a leg.
On you lanky bugger!
Thanks for watching our film review for Evil Dead. Please leave any comments or feedback on the movie and the review in the comments section below. You can also send any comments to our Twitter and Facebook pages. Just check out the video description for all the relevant links. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe to ChapterSkip for more trailer reviews and movie reviews. With a twist. Thanks. Glad that's over with.
Yeah. Do you think he'll be alright in the bin?
Think his body's biodegradable.
Yeah, that'll be fine. Come on.